I'm Jennie the wife. Jared the husband is obviously not here. He has been really busy with work. He had jury duty today. Plus he also has algebra duty with the boy. So yeah, you get just me today. But this is CherryPieCottage, episode 97, y'all. What? I know, I can't believe it either. And I can tell you right now, I feel really, really weird doing this by myself. So, by the way, we're in my office. So, y'all are pushed right up to the other wall. Just saying. I am drinking cold brew because it's hot. So, yeah, a lot of other places are still getting snow. You want to see what we're getting? And I got water on me. We are getting that. And it is only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's supposed to get up to, only 94 today, but that's because we have a thunderstorm coming in. Here is the rest of our week, and check out next week's. Yeah. Fun stuff. So, we're still in spring, which kind of worries me about, what's going to happen in the summer if we're already getting up to the hundreds in May. But anyways, so if you're new here, welcome. We live in Lubbock, Texas, because obviously I cannot finish the intro. It's never going to happen. So even when the husband Jared's here, the intro never gets finished. If you're returning, you already knew that. But yes, here in Lubbock, Texas, it's very hot. It's going to probably get hotter. But so grateful for the rain because we are super dry right now. If you could see our front yard's still brown. There's not green unless it's weeds. And oh my goodness, getting rid of the vine weed, impossible. But I don't want to put the effort into getting rid of them if we're not going to get much rain this summer, because our lawn's just going to end up dying anyways because of rain. Because of not getting enough water. So, but we'll see. Jared is bound and determined to try and get us some green grass, so we'll see. Luckily, we don't have that big of a front yard, and our backyard is not that big. For Lubbock, it's kind of a decent sized, but whatever. So, what's been going on? Y'all, just a lot. Some good, some bad. Like, Michael has finished the school year. Well, except for math, but that's because Jared's in charge of that. All the other subjects are done. So, yeah. We are preparing for summer because it's going to get hot. Definitely. The other not so fun thing that happened last Wednesday, our sewer line got a clog. So, called my dad. My dad brought his snake. Jared snaked it out. It still was clogged, so we called the city. They flushed their line. It still was clogged. They said it still might be on our side, but you need to call a plumber to come and snake it and put a camera down to see exactly where the damage is. So, we did that. The damage is on the city side. It is roots that have grown in and collapsed the line, but it's on the city end. So thank goodness we don't have to pay for it. However, we still have a broken sewer line. So we're just having to baby it, basically. We can still use it. Thank goodness we can still use the toilets and stuff, because I did not want to have to drive somewhere else every time I needed to go to the bathroom or shower somewhere else or whatever. So that's a blessing. However, since it's only a partial, we can still use it. The city is in no hurry to come fix it. So, yay. The joys of being a homeowner. But again, thank goodness it's on the city side, so we don't have to pay anything. We did have to pay for the plumber, But hey, not bad. Way cheaper than having to pay for a new sewer line. So, also there is no faux. I'm sorry. You will see why though, because I may or may not have cast on another sweater. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I actually did, in fact, cast on another sweater. So, with that in mind, let's move on to whip it. Whip it good. So, first off, let's start off with this because I showed this last week. This is my hat from, it's the Polka Polka Hat. Here, I even can get to the book. Ta-da! It's in this one, Moon and Turtle. So, let me see. Bear with. Haha! Bear with. Let me get you a good picture. So this one, it's basically reversible because you're knitting two hats. Exactly, there we go. So, you're knitting two hats and you're folding it in. However, this is for my daughter, so let me see. Haha, I did it. It will not have that on it. I'm also not doing mohair. But last time I showed this, I was working on the decreases for the first top. I have since finished that, and I have picked up the stitches, and now I'm working the second half of the hat. So, and yes, it ended up being huge. Haley tried it on, and she said, no, it's fine. It works great. It's super slouchy on her, but that's okay. She likes that. So, as long as she is happy, that's all that matters. So this top color is, I don't think I don't have the tags in here because I'm pretty sure I took it out last time and didn't put it back. So this top one is a No Makers one. This bottom one is from Lollipop Girl Yarns. I don't remember what it was. But I've had it in my stash and tried to put it in several projects and ended up frogging it because I wanted to use it for something else. Well, I finally found a project. Haley absolutely loves it. So, there we go. And that is in my bag from Happy Little Yarn. Which Haley has since commandeered because she says, you knit something for me, it needs to go in the unicorn bag. So she might be 19, but she's still a kid at heart. Amy, you need to make these and like sell them because these are fantastic. I love them. So, speaking of which, in my other bag that Amy made me, haha, see, Happy Little Yarn. She doesn't make these or sell them, but she does a fantastic job with them. I think she should, but no pressure, Amy, because I know you have a full-time job and you're busy. So, I have knit a campside shawl before, and it's by Alicia Plummer. However, I gave that one away, and I've been wanting to knit another one. So I had 3 skeins of Elf Pooped in My Stocking by No Makers. Absolutely love her yarn. She does not dye anymore. She hasn't dyed in probably 4 years. So I had 3 of these and I needed the perfect project for it. Well, the campsite calls, hold on, I got it. The campsite calls for DK. I did not have enough yardage of DK yarn to do it. So, instead I am holding 2 skeins of Elf Pooped in My Stocking, and I am making a campsite. So I've already finished the first eyelet section. I am moving on to the second one, but this is, I wanted a Christmas shawl instead of a Christmas sweater out of this because I figured this would probably get more use than an actual sweater. I still have my Christmas sweater on the needles. I am still debating on whether or not I'm going to keep it on there or just make another shawl. I don't know. We will see. So, that is my plan. I'm loving it. I love eyelets. It's really easy. It's a good beginner shawl. However, you need to know how to read charts because it is all charted. She also has several other patterns that are campsite adjacent. She has like the campsite sweater, the campsite wrap, campsite cardie, which I want to make the cardie too. But we'll see. We'll see if that actually happens. But let me see if I can find you a good picture. This pattern's been around for a while, but I love big cozy shawls. And I don't knit them that often, which is weird. Probably because I don't, but anyways, so there you go. Probably because I don't keep a lot of DK. And if I have a lot of DK that are all the same color, they usually go into sweaters. And yes, I do wear DK sweaters. I also wear Aran weight sweaters. But I dye it myself usually. But this whole section right here, well, not all of it, here, yeah, I have like 4 skeins of DK besides like these right here. So I don't have a lot of DK. I have a lot of fingering. And my yarn, I keep them in Ziploc bags because I am right by the back door where the dogs come in and out. We have a lot of wind here and dust. So it just keeps them clean. But there's that shawl. What is this? Oh, this is a wrap that this is a new cast on, by the way. This is a free pattern from Hedgehog Fibers. Great for using scraps. So it's called the Outline. Believe you can get it on their website. You can find it through Ravelry and it'll send you to her website, but it is a free pattern. All of her patterns are free, by the way. So I am doing the scrappy one. This one up here is a planned one, but I'm doing the scrappy one because I am finally using my Advent from Lara of Lollipop Girl Yarns. So this is only part of it because I could not get it all in one giant skein. So here's the rest. There's like 2 more skeins in here. There was 4. There might be more than that. No, I think there's only 2. So this is 20 and then there was 4. This, I'm doing 20 rows of each repeat. This is the first 2 colors. That's what I have left. Probably have enough to do some scrappy socks too. We'll see. So this might end up going to my daughter because this is definitely, we'll see. But this is what I've got so far and it'll look better once it's blocked. So, but if you're looking for, a way to use up scraps or your Advents or whatever, this is perfect. And in between each color, I am using leftover fingering weight. This is a gray from Knit Circus, and it is Earl. It's the gray that I absolutely love that Jared had for years, and he finally gave it to me because he realized he's not going to knit with fingering weight yarn. So, in between each color, I'm doing 1 single repeat in that gray. So, but I am loving how this is turning out so far. So, might end up keeping it. I don't know. We'll see once I get all the colors in. So, there's that. And that is in my Ginger Snap Wizard of Oz bag. So, sounds like my son's coming out of his room and telling the baby, Rosie, the puppy, no, about something. So, but Wizard of Oz, Ginger Snap. The other thing I might or might not have cast on. Okay, just to let you know, I don't usually repeat patterns that often. However, I love this pattern so much that I'm repeating it. It's by Andrea Mowry, and it's the So Faded Sweater. Love it. So, I am on the yoke still on the first color. But, I want to make sure it's not going to come off. And this colorway is a yarn ink color. I got it at Knit City. And I had it in a design that I was doing, and then I frogged the design, and something happened to the tags. No clue where they were. Could have sworn I had them on my desk. But they're not there anymore, so I don't know what I did with them. I might have accidentally thrown them away. But anyways, so this is the first color. I'm trying to not let it like blow out, but we're getting some really good light right now. So, first color. Then the second color, so be this one, then this one. This one's a yarn ink too. I bought these two to go together. Well, last week, and I showed you in my Precious, that I bought 2 new hedgehogs. So the next color is going to be this one, which is Taffy. Then the next color is this one, which is Monarch. So, because last time I used 5 colors and it was a little too long. But this is my plan. And I'm really excited about it. It's like one of those ones where you're just like, okay, I need to keep knitting, keep knitting. So you can get to the next color, and before you know it, you have finished the whole entire sweater. So, but this is not just a cream. It's got flecks of pinks and browns, and let me see if I can find you a blue. Maybe, yeah, there's a blue up in there. It's got really, really soft just flecks on this cream color. Well, the pink has got some flecks of blues and the browns and stuff in it, which will translate well over to this one that's got some stronger, more flecks of it, and it's a slightly darker pink, which goes real, and this one's got flecks of like the brown, but that's orangey. Goes perfect into this one because this one is like an orangey color. It is not that orange. It is blowing out some. So, there's that. However, I did frogged my sea glass, which is why I felt the need that it was okay if I cast on a new sweater and a new shawl and a new wrap. So, right? You you get 1 off the needle. It's okay to cast on 3 more, right? Totally. Knitter's math. That is all the projects I am currently working on. However, let me see. I caked up yarn for another sweater. Problem is the sweater I was thinking of is this one, which is the Kinsen Sweater, and it's by Moon and Turtle. It's in the Moon and Turtle book, but it calls for sport weight. So there goes that idea. However, I need another idea. That sucks. What is this one? There is this sweater that could also be a cardigan. That is worsted weight. Don't have worsted weight, so never mind on that one. There's also the sweater right here on front that I want to knit. That is color work. Pretty sure it's DK. Pretty sure it's DK. So let's see. Nope, it's worsted too. So never mind. Not that book. Anyways, I need some ideas for this yarn. And I've already changed my mind on what yarn I'm going to use. Part of it. So I'm still going to use this fade set. Right? Goes from light gray to black. Still going to use this fade set. I had originally caked up, hold on, which this is the less traveled yarn skein that I showed y'all last week. I caked up this with this and this, and I was going to do those together with that, like stripe them, but I just needed a good plain pattern. However, I have since changed my mind. So now I'm thinking I want to use that fade set because I have 3 skeins of this. So this is my yarn. It's called The Other Side, and it was, when it first came out, it sold really well. But these have sat in the shop for a while, and this last time when its listing expired, I decided, yep, I'm gonna keep those for me. So, my nose is itchy, y'all. I'm thinking that I could do a stripy one where this, like 2 stripes of this and this, and all the way through, and it fades just this one. However, I don't have a pattern, and I'm not sure what pattern to use, because I don't really want to do the so faded pattern because of the way that it's set up. I don't know how well that would work. So I need some ideas. If y'all have a just really good, simple pattern, simple, I prefer raglan style, and this is fingering weight, by the way. All of this is fingering weight. And not the one by Tin Can Knits that everybody knits. Now I can't remember. Jamie from Cozy Up is knitting it for her husband. I can't remember the name of it. Flax. Not the flax. I've knit that one before. I don't like the way the neck fits. So, not that one. But yeah, I'm going to keep looking. But if in the meantime, if y'all have some ideas for patterns, let me know. I have a bunch of books right here of knitting books that I could use. Because, you know, that's why we buy books, right? To use them. Because, see, I do have this one. The Knit to Flatter. But, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan. I was when I first got it, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I have to think and I just want something I can just cast on and go. And I don't want to think. And then I also have the brand new one that I requested for Christmas from my mother. That she got me. That I love. That it would just make perfect sense if I would just use this book, right? So, I don't know what I'm doing. Then I also have that one. So, I have 3 books that I could do. I even have pages marked for ones that I liked. I don't know. I don't know what my deal is. I have another book back here. What is this? Oh, that one. Yeah. So, the other 3 colors, I think I'm going to hold on to those and maybe design something or something else. I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah. Yarn down. Dropped the whole bag. Okay. Let me tell you what this yarn is first. Let's see. Well, the fade set is Knitting After Midnight. I've talked about that one before. And this is Gradient yarn set. Now then. Okay. So this one is Rose Hill Yarns, and it's one of the ones that I bought. Let's see, Rose Hill Yarns. It's one of the ones that I bought at Knit City. It's Mint Julep. So I'm pretty sure she might still be dyeing this, but I don't know. So that was back in 2019. So yeah, there's that one. Had that one for a while. This other one was gifted to me, and it is Bumblebee Acres, and it's Rainbow Fish. So it's this one. Well, no, this way. I'm out of practice. So, yeah. I don't know. Y'all tell me. It might just sit for a little bit and then I'll decide, or I don't know. I need to quit saying things, basically. But I do like how at least these two fit. I think this one might be a little too bright for what I was thinking. I don't know. What do y'all think? I do have other colors up there I could put with them. I don't know. So, because I also have, yep, this one. I have this one. It's by Artistic Lily, who, by the way, is not going to be dyeing anymore either. This one is City Girl. But I've had this one for a while. So there is that option. And I could do another fade and start with this one and go down to this one. Pardon. And do it like that. But I don't think I need to make another faded sweater. Or do I? I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point because Jared's not here to stop me from rambling, which is kind of a problem. Anyways, y'all. Okay. I don't know. You'll see next week what I decide, I guess. Hopefully I can find a pattern that I really, really like. Boy. But there's that. Then I also have, since I frogged my sea glass, I have these two that were going to be the main colors for my sea glass. But then I also have these two of Houvian left over from my, not my Soldotna, one of my other sweaters I knit. So I was thinking I could do these three together somehow, because that's 6 skeins. Plus I have a skein of charcoal and I have this skein of old lace. So, which again, this is not showing up the right color. It is not that, well, kind of. I quit dyeing this color because I cannot get it to show up right. Oh, maybe. It's a little bit pinker than that. But, yeah, I do like this color. It's a really soft, like, looks like old antique lace, basically. But, yeah, again, I'm rambling. See, I have DK, I just never have enough to do a sweater in them. So, there's that. And I am going to put these 3 in the bag with the gradient and hang it back on the hook until I decide what pattern I want to do. So, there's that. Now, it's time to move on to shop news. I had an update yesterday. Today is Tuesday, May 11th? May 10th, not 11th. I love these cups. They're color changing, so when it gets cold or hot, it changes colors. And yes, I may have bought them specifically to use with my cold brew and when it gets hot. But that's besides the point. Because why not make it fun? We make it fun with our hot coffee, with our coffee mugs and stuff. So why can't it be fun with your cold coffee too? Anyways, so yesterday there was an update. It was back. Sorry, the camera recording because it only records up to 30 minutes and then it shuts off and you have to press play again. So, first one is just some regular old small bags, small zip bags. spring floral, I think is what I called them. But comes with the inside fabric, which I don't know if y'all can see that. It's pink with white polka dots. So there's those. Then I did some small canvas. I have succulents. Life is like a cactus, thorny but beautiful. So, and there's the back side. Inside is like paint splotches. So, oh, I did have a My Precious. Y'all want to see? It's my itty bitty iron. I got tired of getting the giant ironing board and the giant iron out just so I could iron the handles, because I can't do the handles in my heat press. So I already had that right there. Is a 10 by 10 cutting board on one side, on the other side is an ironing board. So I had that and I bought that and it worked perfectly. And I can go in and I can, where I've sewn these, I can sew down the seams so it lays flat. So yeah, I did have a My Precious. I'm sorry. So succulents. Inside. So, and this is pink and white gingham canvas. There's those. There is 3 of these in the shop. There is 3 of these in the shop. As of recording right now, that's how many are left. Then we have Flower Truck, which it is blowing it out just a little bit. So, and this is black. This is canvas up here. Inside is the pink with the white polka dots. And as per usual, all of my bags come with my wooden tags and the lobster claws for stitch markers or putting, you know, you can hook a notions pouch or whatever. And apparently the puppies need to go outside. So, you can come say hi, bud?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, he's 14, almost 15. So, anyways. So there's those. There's 2 of these in the shop as of right now. Then I made some large canvas succulents again, but this time it's potted succulents, which I absolutely love these. I'm not, like, I don't want cactus. Like, I don't want live cactus because it spreads like crazy in your yard. I don't want cactus. I grew up around cactus. I don't want it. However, I like succulents. So, and the inside is the paint splotches again. Your zipper pull. So, but there is 2 of these in the shop. Then made these. Strong women don't wilt, they bloom. There is only 1 of these left in the shop as of right now. So, and it's got the pink with the white polka dots on the inside. These are my larges, so they are plenty big to do a sweater project in. My smalls, I call them smalls simply because they are the smallest size that I make, but they're not really that small. But just to show you size differences. So these are big enough to do like 2 skein projects, 2 at a time socks. You can definitely do socks in here and put your notions pouch and everything in here. And it's got interfacing in the bottom, but it's still kind of squishy. So you can smash it into your purse for travel knitting. But that's all it was. That's what I had in the shop update. The thing with my bags though is if you see something that you like, grab it, because I am more than likely not going to be putting them back in the shop. Like, you might see flower trucks again, but it is not going to look exactly like this. It will be different every time. So, like, I am out of this canvas, so yeah. If you see a combination you like, grab it, because once they're out, they're out. I don't restock my bags. I put in new ones each time. I don't restock the same designs. But yeah, so there's that update. Set those there so I can put them away in the cabinet after. In June, I am going to be having a blowout sale. As in bags and yarn, their listings have expired, so it will be some fall bags, Christmas yarn, fall yarn, bases I don't carry anymore. Basically, it is things that their listings expired and I've held on to them, and I have a giant tub full of bags and yarn. But those are going to be going into the shop at a discounted rate, so be looking for that. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody, as Jared would say. But that's coming in June, so I will let you know exactly when those are going in. And I might actually move it to July and do it as a Christmas in July, since July is super busy and I don't usually get time to do a lot of work, especially since that's the month of our vacation. So let me change that from June to July. Also, July is one of the hottest months, so I definitely can't dye yarn. And working in my office is a nightmare, because when it is over 100, my office is hot, because I have an outside wall and an outside wall and a window and a door, and yeah. It gets really hot in this room, so it makes it very difficult to do a lot of work in this room. And no, I really couldn't move it somewhere else. And dyeing yarn, I can't do, because it I don't want to overwork the AC, basically, because with the dyeing yarn, it makes it hotter and more humid in the house, and it makes the AC overwork. The AC is already working overtime when it's that hot. So, scratch that. Not June, July. July, I am having a huge Christmas in July blowout sale. So, just be looking for it. Tell everybody that it's coming. I have made the decision I am not doing any advents at all this year. That was not an easy decision to come to, but last year I stressed myself out so much, and with Etsy changing how far out I can list something to ship, I can't do it. So instead, I will be doing some mini sets, and I'll be doing, like yarn and bag kits and stuff like that. So you still get, Halloween stuff, special stuff, and those will probably be pre-orders. And you'll still be getting Christmas stuff. I'm just not going to be doing Advents this year, and I'm kind of sad that I'm not, but I burned out really bad last year. So I am taking I'm not saying I'm never ever again going to not do Advents. It's just this year I am not doing Advents because it burned me out last year. I need a break. But yeah. So that's all I have for shop news. It's time to move on to tail end. I don't have a lot to add. I think I've rambled a lot today. Battery died. Of course, as soon as I'm almost done, the battery died. So, we are at the tail end. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to add because I rambled and rambled and rambled because Jared wasn't here to stop me from rambling. And I'm still doing it. So, we have a group on Facebook. I'm trying to get better about posting things. It's CherryPieCottage. You have to answer 2 questions, and we will let you in as long as you answer them both correctly. We do have a group on Ravelry, but we're not interacting with it or whatever. It's there if you want, but not really. So, but yeah. Here on YouTube, do all the things. Like, ring the bell, subscribe, please subscribe. We're hoping to get to 100 friends soon so we can have a huge giveaway, and we can also start doing lives out and about. But apparently this battery, even though I charged it yesterday, it did not charge fully. It says it's almost dead. So, God is good. Read your Bibles, y'all. Bye.